Hey, hey, happy Friday. You guys made it. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to get on here and do the witchy box that I got. God, every box I get gets better and better. This is from the Witch's Moon. But before I get into that, I want to tell you an interesting story that happened to me at the nail salon. So I go to this one nail salon and I like the place a lot. It's got I guess I'm very drawn to the whole ambiance. You walk in and there's like this big altar to Buddha, and I could swear I was either Buddhist or Hindu in a past life because I feel so comfortable in that element. Um, and they're the nicest guys. It's run by men. There's all men there, so it's all men doing your nails. And anyway, I was having my nails done. There was a older lady sitting next to me, and there was a younger lady sitting next to me. And one of my biggest peeves is if you're going to answer your cell phone in a public place, at least speak kind of low so they don't hear your conversation. I hate people that sit there and talk and loud and loud. And she was getting louder and louder. I'm like, okay, whatever. I think for a moment in time, she actually forgot where she was and what she was doing because in the process of her conversation, I'm not going to say the word, but I quote, well, I'm really getting sick of some of these goddamn and the N word. Okay, so everybody just like froze. The gentleman doing my nails like looked at me like, she just say what I think she said? I kind of sat there, I looked over at her and I'm like, oh my God. The owner walked up to her and he has a very heavy Vietnamese accent and he says, you know, speak that language in my shop. That's what he kept saying. You know, speak that in my shop. I don't want to hear that language. As he should. I was proud of him. But there's just ignorance everywhere, you know. When I left, of course, I had to get my digs in, you know. So as I left and I tipped my nail guy, I looked over at her. I go, bye bye, cracker bitch, because that's what she is, a cracker bitch. So anyway, that was my day, and it was very interesting. But my nails look great, yay! It's purple, witchy purple. But yes, it is Friday, and I did receive my witch's box from the Witch's Moon. And I'm going to put that right there. So this month's theme is about, obviously we're going into, the veil is thinning. So it deals with a lot of goddesses and gods of protection, the underworld, and its theme is Medusa. And I don't know if you know much about Medusa, but Medusa, the mythology about Medusa is this. My understanding is Medusa was a mortal. She was married to Poseidon, or she had an affair with Poseidon. And hold on, I have it written down. I wrote it all down. So they say that Medusa represents philosophy, beauty, and art, but I do disagree with that. This is coming from Google. I'm going to read it to you actually from this because she is the goddess of the symbolic of many ancients. She is for protection. She's a talisman for the dead. This is for guarding, building. This is for protection of tombs or buildings. She's the guardian of them. And any kind of malicious workings towards you, so harmful spirits, things like that. Medusa is a protector of those things. So, but the history about Medusa is, I was going to read it to you from the computer, but I don't like how Google's interpreting it. So I'm going to read it from here. You just have to bear with me because that is really small writing. But yeah, I was reading it on Google and I'm going, no, that's false information. Not everything Google says is right. Okay, there is false information. And on this, it is correct. Now, Medusa is a prodigy of Puercos and Quito. They were both oceanic beings. The union produced um, her, and she was one of the mortals. She was mortal, not immortal. But she had an affair with Poseidon, and it was the goddess. Oh my God, what's her name? And in Greek, Medusa, the Greek name for Medusa is guardian. In Greek, Medusa, guardian. So that makes sense. She's a guardian, she's a protector. I personally have never worked with her, and I'm always looking to work with new deities that I'm drawn to. I am very drawn to her. Um, what else can I say about her? They had 2 children together. That's my understanding. Let me go. Okay, so she was at one time Athena's helper. And that's who changed her into Medusa. I guess Athena was very jealous. Medusa was Poseidon's wife. Um, Athena looked down in anger and cursed Medusa for betraying her. Medusa was sent to a faraway island and was cursed so that no man would want her. Therefore, the kind of reptilian-like skin and the snakes, hair of snakes. That is Medusa, but she kind of gets a bad rap, in my opinion. And in reality, she's actually the great protector. So Medusa, that is the theme for this month's Witchy Box. And it comes with a little whisper in the night, and it's just a little like spell work with a sigil on the top. I don't know if you can see that. Really pretty. And then you get an oracle card, and this month it is Harmony. And the card says, as I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. And really it is, this month of October, it is the Libra month in some ways, and it is all about harmony and balance, even though it may not feel like that sometimes. And I didn't open it, but you do get a really pretty. What I like about this box is these are really expensive candles, the beeswax ones. And I just love that damn near every month I get one in a different color. So you get like a little beeswax candle in black, of course. Black is a good color. Contrary to what people think, oh, no, you only do black when you're cursing and hexing. That's not true. Black is a great color to use to release negativity and negative energy. It's also great for protection. Black is a great candle for a great many things. So you get a nice beeswax candle. And then you get some incense. This month's incense is called the Veil. So the Veil. I will definitely be burning these on Halloween night and November 1st and 2nd. Oh, that smells so good. Yum. And then every month you get, what I like about this thing, this box, is that you get a lot for $50. And I love how I can replenish my pantry. So you get an herb called, you get 3 herbs. This one's called yellow duck, bird's foot. These are herbs I've never heard of, to be honest with you. This one is called, oh my God, the font on this stuff is hard to read. Effinote herb. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but you get a bunch of little new herbs to restock my magical pantry. Okay, what else? Bear with me, you guys. I gotta unload this. Oh, yes. I'm gonna save that for last. Let me just. And every month you get like a bath salt soak. And this one is the saline one. So this is the saline bath soak. That smells very nice. All right. And then I got some Medusa oil, which, since sometimes when you get like oils for deities, you can use these in spell work. So like the Medusa oil, obviously, this is a oil. That smells nice. This is an oil that's made for protection, and it's made for, you can make talismans out of this oil and anoint it for protection and guardianship. So when you have even oils made out of, like, I have Virgo oil, I have Leo oil, I have Capricorn oil, those oils as well, you got to do, if you're a novice witch, as I call it. I really hate the term baby witch. When I think of baby witch, I think of my daughters at 6 and 10, baby witch. Novice witch, someone who's newer to the magical arts. Realize that the properties in some of these oils can be used for your spell work. So it doesn't just need to be used like the Medusa oil. You could use this in a multitude of things. Capricorn oil. If you have Capricorn oil, think about what Capricorn represents. So you would use a Capricorn oil if you're looking for a new job or a new career path. It had, things like that. Leo oil. Well, Leo represents the sun and working with sun energy. So you could use Leo oil for luck. You could use it as a road opener. There are many different things you could use oils for. So that's my little spiel on oil. Medusa oil. All right. 2 more things. I don't know what this stone is called, so let me look at, see how fine this print is? I mean, I have bad eyes and I can barely read that. I usually have to have my kids read it to me because I'm as blind as a bat. But I want to read you what the stone is. Jesus. All right. And you also get a stone. And this is called flower agate. It's very pretty. Flower agate. Very pretty stone. All right. Last but not least, and I don't know where I'm going to put this. This is going to be a challenge. Drum roll. This is the granddaddy of them all. And you get one big thing in the box, which is the granddaddy of them all. And oh my God, this is just absolutely gorgeous. So this is a Medusa. You put this on your door as protection, guardian, protector of your home. Just going to kind of zoom in so you could see. I mean, this is really exquisite. It's just beautiful. And it's kind of got a little hook in the back so you can hook this on your door. Unfortunately, my door is made out of metal, and I'm eventually going to be getting new doors in my house, but I have to do things in baby steps. But eventually that will go on a door to my house. Very beautiful. So yes, that is this month's Witch's Moon, month of October. Beautiful. Highly recommend that witch box. Like I said, I've done this with a few companies, and by far, and I said this before, my two favorite are the Witch's Moon and the Inked Goddess. Those are literally my two favorite boxes. But I'm always looking to discover more. In fact, I ordered a witch's box from someone in Australia. I'm going to have her on my show as soon as I get the box. It is expensive to ship, though. I think I spent like $35 on shipping. But she is an incredible candle maker, and once I get the box, I'm going to have her on my show. All right. Anyway. I think I put everything away. All right. So I am going to pull a card for the weekend, and I'm going to be using my Spirit Wheel deck. Now, I'm not going to give the exact dates because that would be unfair to my Patreon clients, but we are in platonic energy. I'm not going to tell you if we just started it or if it's just ending, which you could tell we're in it. There was a shooting in Texas at a high school. When was that? Yesterday? Ah, yes. Plutonic energy. I also wanted to discuss one other thing with you guys while I have you here. And it's something I've been noticing on TikTok. Okay. So before I start with the cards, and I know my ADHD is kicking in today, and I'm like jumping around in all different areas, but this is my pendulum. This is my favorite pendulum. This is the one I resonate with the most. And yes, it does have a knot in the top. There's a reason for it, and I'm not going to explain it to you. I'll just let you know it works for me. And so I have been using a pendulum since I was a kid. My grandmother taught me how to use these even before I thought they had anything to do with witchcraft or divination or anything like that. I just knew that my Nana used them all the time. In fact, when I was pregnant with my firstborn, she put the pendulum over my stomach and told me I would be having a girl. A very strong-minded, strong-willed girl. That's my Leo. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing this up is because the way I was taught, and I'm not saying there's a right and a wrong way, but if you're going to do pendulum work, I'm seeing this on YouTube or on a TikTok, and I'm like, oh my God, that is not how you use the pendulum, and they're swinging it around, and it's like, no, that's. I was always taught, and sometimes I use this cloth to do my pendulum work. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I use the pendulum if I'm doing a unhexing on someone. I use the pendulum. Like I had just recently done an unhexing for someone, and it was a client in Patreon. And I don't know if she's watching this, but I've gotten no answers. Hi, sweet butterfly girl. I have gotten no answers from the beyond. Every time I ask who cursed or hexed them, the pendulum sits there and spins like that. It spins. It doesn't go yes or no. It just sits there and spins in a circular motion, which could mean it could be more than one person. Or maybe the person wasn't really cursed per se. They were just, because the person that I did this for has psychic abilities. So, are they really? I had to get it for Halloween, the purple, me, I love my purple. But yes, I love that color. It's just rocking. Yeah. um, but she was picking up some energy. And so because she's psychic, she will be able to pick up on this. But sometimes when I use this pendulum and it spins and spins and spins and doesn't go yes or no, it's usually telling me that it's either one or more people doing the hexing and cursing, or it's more than 2 or 3 people. Thank you. So my grandmother always told me that if you're going to use a pendulum, I know you guys can't see this, but you keep your elbow secure on the table. Okay? Because your elbow is, I know you guys can't see this, but anyway, pretend this is the table. You're keeping your elbow stationed on the table. I'm seeing people on TikTok doing this, and they're not stationing their arm, and the thing is flying everywhere. She's giving readings, and I'm going, lady, you're a joke. Handle this thing. So yes, hard surface, stabilize that elbow, and then you can do your work. And once you get to, some people aren't too familiar with the pendulum, but once you get your energy on it, it will work for you. I always use this, even when I'm sometimes doing readings on someone and I have to pull a tarot or two. I will pendulum over the tarot to get more answers. I use this a lot with my tarot cards. I even use this sometimes, like I will print out a person's chart and I will take that pendulum and I will ask spirit, tell me what house this person is having the most issues and the most conflicts in. This pendulum will swing to whatever house it goes. I love them. They're fantastic. Yes. There's some I don't resonate with. Now, this was given to me by a friend many years ago, and I think it's made out of jade, and it's just really pretty. I don't know. There's something about it. I just totally resonate with it. I have several others, and I don't use them. I think I gave one to my daughter. I don't resonate with them. And that's just, and so like sweet butterfly girl, they are fantastic. And I'm sure because you're a user of them, you have some that resonate and you have some that don't. It's just like just like a deck of tarot cards. There's going to be decks you resonate with and there's going to be decks that you don't. Here's another example. Just like astrology, there are 85 different ways to run an astrology chart. There are 85 different methods. You have to find the right path that resonates with you. That's what I always tell my clients or people that are getting ready to study astrology. Just because I like the ancient method and the Nostradamus method doesn't mean, you know what, sweet butterfly girl? they're addicting. Once you get one, you will slowly start getting more. In fact, I'm going to start incorporating more books and tarot into my store, um, because I seems like that is a big thing lately. People want to read more. So, and I have a wholesale license, so I could get all of that and put that in my store. But even tarot cards, you have to resonate with them, just like a pendulum. There's something about it. And like with astrology, like I said, so many different ways to do astrology. If one way, like modern astrology never resonated with me when I was younger. Someone read my horoscope and it would be like, this is conjuncting this and this and that. And it's like, okay, nothing ever happened. Um, you know why? I figured it out. And this is me not dissing modern astrology. This is me saying, okay, I'll explain that in just a minute. Um, it's not me dissing modern astrology, but I guess from studying Babylonian and Nostradamus astrology, it's made me understand that no two signs are alike. No two Capricorns, no two Leos, no two Sagittarians are alike. We're all different. So, yes, hypothetically speaking, Saturn could be conjuncting Pluto, and that will have effect on the world. And I'm using that specific um, quatrain for a reason. Um, Saturn conjuncting Pluto was the beginning of the COVID pandemic. Okay, so yes, it does have impact on the world, but it's not going to have impact on every human being, because every human being is programmed differently. Every human being's stars are a little different. So when I hear other astrologers going, well, what was the one I heard the other day? It is the most ridiculous goddamn thing I've heard. Some astrologer got on there and says, I want you all to know that when the new moon hits on the 6th and the sun is rising, they're going to be at equals, and you all need to do this and do that. And I'm going, wait a minute. And she even gave the time wrong, and I'm like going, well, wait a minute. 7:05 on the East Coast, which would mean 4:05 on the West Coast. That does not even apply to the West Coast or the Midwest. I don't know where you're from, lady, but that's like just some of the things I hear. It's like, oh my God. But yes, for me, ancient astrology was the better method for me, only because I resonated with it. And even before I was an astrologer, I was a witch and an occultist. So that method of astrology resonated more with me because I know Nostradamus was a secret occultist as well. So now, before I go on to the cards, and let me know if you want me to pull one for you, sweet butterfly girl. How do you know when you are actually connecting with spirit or just pulling cards? Okay, so for myself, in my younger days, I really do believe I was just pulling cards and not connecting to spirit. Um, oh, I know. TikTok is the devil. It's like that movie, The Water Boy. Girls are the devil. Yeah, TikTok is the devil. For me, I was able to make my connection knowing I was connecting to spirit through meditation. Um, for me, I usually take my deck of cards, and I don't have it near me. I have a big clear quartz crystal, probably about the size of my fist. And I take those cards. I even put my pendulum near it as well. I take my cards and I keep that crystal sitting on there for a good half hour, 40 minutes to an hour before I'm going to do a reading. Now, this is just how I do it. This doesn't mean it's the right way, doesn't mean it's the wrong way. Everyone has their own way of doing it. Everyone has their own way and their own method. And I kind of just sit and meditate with the cards before I start working with them. And I kind of make connection. I use my hands, touch the cards, put your energy on it. You'll know when you're connecting with spirit. In fact, I could sit here and go on TikTok and I can watch the people that are truly gifted in the tarot that are 100 times better than I am. We all have our specialties. And yes, I'm pretty good at the tarot, but there are people 100 times better than me. We all have our specialties. Mine is astrology and candle magic and pendulum work. Back to spirit, but just kind of, you have to connect with the cards. And you'll know when you're getting in touch with spirit. You will. You'll feel it in you. There'll be a sensation within your body. For myself, there's always a sensation within my body, you know. Or something around me happens, you know. There was one day I was working with these, and it wasn't this deck, it was a different deck. And I've had a lot of paranormal activity in my house for the past month and a half, and it's not malevolent or anything, but the other day I was working with my tarot, and out of the clear blue, a white feather. I was inside my house, mind you, inside the house. And I was pulling tarot for a client because I was unhexing something and I wanted more clarity with the cards. And a feather came floating down, white feather, small white feather. And I'm going, I'm in the house. How could that be? You know, so I'm like yelling at my kids, Maya, I'm screaming my kids' names. And I'm like, where did this come from? She's just like, we kind of had to look around the house to make sure first thing I thought of, oh shit, the cat caught a bird and it's in the house. That was the first thing. Till this day, I don't know where that feather came from, but that was spirit answering a question for me in some ways. That's how I took it, as a message, especially considering the delicate situation I was dealing with the client. And I'm like, okay, if it would have been a black feather, I would have been a little more worried. And I can't say too much because it's personal and private, but it was a white feather. And that was proof that it was a positive for me. Not that all black feathers are negative. That's not what I'm saying. But in this particular moment in time in metaphysics, this was a confirmation. Spirit was with me and giving me a message. Okay, let me see what she's saying here. Okay, I'll pull one for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will tell you, there is a lady here on TikTok YouTube that I follow, and I just love her. Her name is Flavor Vivid. She is a beautiful soul. I can tell that by looking at her, but she's so good at her cards. And I was watching her do a reading the other night for Capricorn, and it literally gave me chills because not everything she was pulling was resonating, but there's some things that have been going on in my own life. And when she started pulling the cards and saying, oh, this is happening, that is happening, I just sat there going, oh my God. So check her out, Flavor Vivid. I really enjoy watching her. It's nice. My kid has put it on. I have Roku. I don't pay for cable. I just pay for Roku, and I have the little thing where I can click on YouTube. I can go into my own channel and watch videos of other people. And she was one of them. I sat last night and watched her video, and she gave me chills. So check her out, Flavor Vivid. Yes, feathers are absolute messages, especially I kept sitting there trying to put logic and reason into it. I'm in the house. The cat's caught a bird. Every time I tried to put logic to it, I would just get shot down. So finally I said, I have to accept this as message from the divine. And like I said, you'll feel it. You'll know it. You'll know when you're getting those messages. Let me just shuffle these a little more. All right. Yeah, we have a thing going on in our house with knocking. It's a long story, but it's happening every damn night. Someone's knocking twice. It's two knocks. Um, one of my clients is psychic, and she is, I would say she's clairvoyant, and she's been in touch with me about who it is. And I took out my pendulum because of that, trying to find out what is going on. Is there a message coming in that I need to know? I don't have that gift. I can't see the dead. I can hear the dead. I can't see them. I kept asking my daughter, my youngest daughter, because she can see the dead. I'm like, have you seen her? Has she talked to you? She's like, no. So yeah, we've got a lot of paranormal activity in my house, and I just think it follows us wherever we go. We're just one of those people. We attract spirits. Spirits love witches. What can I say? Okay, sweet butterfly girl. I'm pulling a card for you, hon. What message does Spirit have for you this weekend? What messages does Spirit have? All right. You got, I got to center this. I hope you could see that. Big Winds Moon. Oh my God, that is such a beautiful card. And it's about leadership, self-discipline, and psychic abilities. And I know from doing your stars, you have those abilities within you. It's about leadership. So it's about taking action, taking charge. It could even be about maybe getting a promotion at work, leadership, managerial position, a promotion of some sort. Self-discipline. It's and that what that means when we talk about self-discipline is it's not like self-discipline where, oh shit, I ate 10 cookies. Okay. No, it's self-discipline comes in a lot of different ways. Self-discipline can be not taking crap from people and self-disciplining yourself to rise above that. Self-discipline in really anything that serves your greater good is going to be self-discipline. And then the last one is psychic abilities. And we've talked about your abilities before, so I know you have them. And so I want you to listen to your intuition. This dragon energy is almost over and almost out of your house. I know for your specific sign, and I won't say the sign because it's private, but you guys have been getting your ass kicked the last almost 18 months, just like Capricorn was getting theirs kicked prior to that. It's going to get better. You never know. This is a new moon too, and we have a beautiful 2 weeks phase here till what, the 20th or the 22nd, I think. Might get a promotion at work. You might get a raise. It's about leadership. It might be about what you were thinking of doing and going into, without me saying too much here and airing anybody's dirty laundry. But we talked about this and what you're planning to do. That might be the leadership role. Possibilities are endless. You know what I'll do since I have my other deck sitting here? Let's pull from my Nostradamus deck, okay? Real quick. Make sure I grab the whole deck. I knew I left a few behind. There we go. All right, let's pull just to add to it. And since it's just you and me in here, let's add to it. What else can we say about this card, Spirit? What else can we say about this card? We are working with the Great Seers deck now. So I really need intuition and input on this, Spirit. So another thing I want to bring out before I go and pull this card is if you're ever on TikTok and you watch people doing this, and I mean like fast, 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 to where everything's everywhere. I don't think those are real people that know what they're doing. I think that it's like a kid that just got a deck of tarot cards and is playing around with them. I mean, then there's some that are really good at it and a card pops out and you know, my hands are too small to do that. I couldn't possibly do that. I have a hard enough time shuffling them. Okay, just to elaborate for Sweet Butterfly Girl, Spirit, what added messages do you have for her? I'm blind as a bat. Jesus. Okay. This is a good card, hon. Good card. This is the Wheel of Fortune. I know it's blurry. Shit, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay real still. Hold my breath. Wheel of Fortune. That's luck. That's luck. Luck is on your side. You're going to have good news soon. It is the Wheel of Fortune. So that in lieu with that, stars are on your side. You cannot lose. You have the Wheel of Fortune. What this means is you have struggled the last 18 months, but you've put in the time, you've put in the work, you've put in the effort, and it's going to be rewarding you very soon. You have to keep me posted. I want to know what happens here. I know I live vicariously through my friends and clients. It's like a soap opera. Good luck to you, Sweet Butterfly Girl. I know I showed these to you guys the other day, but I have to show my Sweet Butterfly Girl because I think she'll get a kick out of them. A friend of mine gave me these tarot cards. They're kind of like a gag gift, but they're called food fortunes. So we were playing around with these the other day. So out of curiosity, I'm going to shuffle these a minute. Oh, and according to these cards, this is what we're going to have for dinner tonight. Vietnamese. It's really cool. It's a gag gift, I'm sure, but it's really funny to look at some of these cards, like my kid the other day was like, well, what's for dinner? And I go, I don't know. Why don't you pull the cards and see what you're having for dinner? And of course, she ended up pulling, I think it was that one. She goes, I guess I'm having a sandwich. So I just got a kick out of them. I'm a sucker for tarot cards, but anyway. Did I? Okay, because your memory's better than mine. I can't remember. I know when I was pulling it, I sat there going, did I pull this the last time I did the tarot on you? So that's good. That's good. Very, also, oh God, is it December 4th? We're having a solar eclipse. I think it's December 4th, and it's in Sagittarius. For all of my Sagittarians who have felt like they've gotten their ass kicked these last 18 months, I'm telling you, this solar eclipse is on you. This is where you're emerging from. I like Vietnamese food too. I always go and get that soup. It's called pho, and it's like got beef in it. It's one of my favorites. I have not met an Asian food I haven't liked, so I even do a little bit of Korean every now and then. But Sagittarians know that this solar eclipse, sun, solar, it's on you. Sun is luck. Sun is happiness. It's if you feel like you've been down in the dumps these last 18 months, know that this is kind of a reassurance from the stars that better days are ahead. A new day is upon us. So just keep that in mind. December 4th. Yes, I'm going to stay with that. I believe it's December 4th. I don't have my calendar with me. Oh, wait a minute. Here. I do. I lied. Yep. It's a new moon, but it's also a total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So it's like a new day is dawned for my Sages. So yes, maybe you'll have Vietnamese food for dinner tonight. Anyway, I want all of you to have a great weekend ahead. For my Patreon clients, I will be posting a little something extra. I did the do's and don'ts of Pluto, or the do's and don'ts of a platonic phase. I can't do it this weekend, but next week sometime I'm going to do one just like that, a newsletter and a video on the do's and don'ts of a Mercury retrograde, because there's a lot more that I share in there than I do here. I don't share everything in here. And I will put up the link to my Patreon page if you're interested. I am going to be running a Halloween special, be like an annual thing. I haven't decided yet. In time, I'll let you know. But anyway, I am out of here, sweet butterfly girl. Thanks for tuning, all of you out there. Wait a minute. Is there any work that I should be doing? Is there any work that you should be doing during the Sag eclipse to take advantage of it? Well, you could, I don't know if you do spell work or light candles or anything, but you could do a white candle as like a renewal, because this is really what it is. It's a renewal. Even like you could buy like a Sagittarius candle that's made for your specific sign and do a renewal spell that day. And I'm going to say this, do not listen to people when they say, oh my God, don't do any kind of spell work or any kind of thing during an eclipse. That's not true. Some of the most potent magic comes from working with the eclipse. You're very welcome, sweet butterfly girl. But yes, definitely do some sort of an road opener candle for yourself. Get a Sagittarius candle made specifically for your sign and burn that and create a little prayer to it. Get creative. I know you can. I know you can do it. So just you get creative, but definitely almost like a happy birthday to you. And what do you want to manifest this year for the new year coming up? Something like that. But anyway, I'm out of here. I shall be back maybe Monday, maybe Sunday. Depends. I have some readings I have to do, so I have to get those done before I can get back on here and yakety yak away. So anyway, sweet butterfly girl, nice chatting with you. Hang in there. And all of you out there, I'll see you on the flip side. Ciao.